Kick your shoes off, take a load off. Don't go nowhere till the show's off. Oh, you know it's gonna be a movie when you got Cletus Cassidy on your TV. Yeah, already know Mr. Funny Man. Yeah, coming to you and making you laugh again. Started off on the radio, now we got the Cletus Cassidy Show. Yeah, again. Started off on the radio, now we got the Cletus Cassidy Show.
Hey, top of the morning to you. Welcome to another edition of See You in the Morning. I am, of course, your host, Cletus Cassidy. Darker than ever. Trying to my light needs to jump start this morning. I don't know what's going on. It's just not. It's just IT is just fired all the way around over here. Let's see what happens with my light hitting the power button, giving me absolutely nothing. Got to jump start my light. I didn't know these things could die. I just thought they lasted forever. So I'm just sitting here pushing the button. It's giving me nothing. I'm pushing the button and it's giving me nothing. Pushing the button and oh, there we go. You just had to jump start. You got to warm it up like an old Chevrolet or something. I don't know what's happening. What with my light? That's crazy. I got to warm the light up. It's a lot happening over here. Y'all don't know what goes into making this show work. That's why I asked for $1 a week. I just asked for $1 a week from all my listeners. If you watch this show, then $1 a week. Maybe if I break it down to $1 a month. If y'all do $1 a month, I'll be good. I can just start doing stuff like buying new ring lights. Y'all don't know the equipment setup I got over here. I got a whole microphone system working with sound effects. Y'all heard that? It takes a lot. It takes a lot. That's how y'all feel about me when I be complaining. Y'all just be like, but it's all right though, man. Welcome to a new edition of See You in the Morning. I am, of course, your host, Cletus Cassidy, man. If you've never seen this, if this is your first time hearing this, you're about to experience something so cold. If you've watched this show before and you found it not robbery, to come back and watch it or watch it again, man. I appreciate you. Could have been anywhere in the world, but you chose to be here with me. What you about to get, Deuce? Taking a lunch anyway?
No, I'm taking some snack. I'm taking a snack.
Snack. The anti-lunch. Yes, my key's on the hook.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I got to interrupt. I got to also be a dad in the morning. Y'all, this show is just, it's unhinged. It's completely unhinged. You just never know what's going to happen. Only thing that you do know is happening is I'm going to speak to the first 3 people that spoke to me. If you're one of the first week, thank you, Shannon. Shannon sent me her monthly payment. Matter of fact, I got payments yesterday. Big shout outs to Bree Green, supporter of the show, and Lisa. Lisa is a big supporter of the show. She sent hers too. She was like, I'm gonna go ahead and pay up for the year. I was like, word. I appreciate it. Well, not the whole year, but close enough. Well, if she did $1 a month, she paid up for the year. So I appreciate everybody that's doing it. Look at Michelle McKinney. Michelle is in here. The Lisa, I like it. I gotta start making this appeal, man, every month. The first of the month. It's almost April. Ooh, my birthday show. I'm gonna go out there. I'm gonna go hard. Oh no, my birthday's on a Saturday. So maybe on the 5th. Maybe on my birthday, I'm gonna send out some stuff. I'm gonna have guests on my birthday. Y'all can come in and say good morning and happy birthday to me on my birthday. But let me give it out to the first 3 people that spoke. The bronze medal goes to IDA, Miss Ida Seaborn with the bronze. The silver goes to Anytime Emmy Place, Miss Michelle McKinney. And the gold goes to Kit Kat Coles. Break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar. Kit Kat Coles with the gold, Michelle with the silver, and Ida with the bronze. And almost getting the medal, but not quite. Coming in the aluminum 4th. My man Denzel, don't call me Training Day Glover with the 4th. Crystal Sex Appeal is in here. this morning. Don't worry about it. It's not a real name. Delisa's in here. Marche, Trouble, Copeland. All drain. What's going on, man? Mr. Burden. My burdens are light. Unless you are heavy. And then you're a heavy burden. When you would lay down and go and take a nap, would that be laying down your burdens? If it was more than one, you know what? Never mind. Crystal TT, Tiny and Tasty Panel. Keith Brown is in the building. Wilberta is in here. Melissa Kutha, like Luther. Billy the Billionaire Gilbert. I'm going to see that guy this weekend. Matter of fact, tomorrow we have a show in Jamaica, Queens. I always knew I'd be going to Jamaica. Didn't know it was the one in New York. Not the same. Still plenty of weed. Still plenty of crime. Just no sand. A lot of dirt, maybe, but no sand. But I'll be in Jamaica, Queens tomorrow. I forgot the name of the church we'll be at. Billy, you can put that in there. Let people know. James, his Will Hayes. I have hair on my beard.
I mean, like a dignity.
I have hair on my. Thank you, son.
Yeah.
For letting me know that I have hair on my beard. What else is gonna be on my beard? Shannon is in the building. Jackie, Brachelle, PP, Patricia, Pippin. We're gonna do a GoFundMe for the light. That's right. And Chef Dozier is in the building. I'm going to hey Deuce. Deuce, do me a favor. Go in my room, in the kitchen, on top of the Frigidaire. It's some spices. Can you bring a couple of those in there? And here, I want to put y'all on to my man, Chef Leonard Dozier. What's up, Pastor Shy? Lisa's in the building. Good morning, Tanja. I forgot to call Tanja back yesterday. Fernita. Good morning, Healing Through You. Christine. Yep, thank you. Z. Tam is in the building. Tony Fogle. There's so many of y'all in the building. I'm trying to speak to everybody. Try to be polite since my blessings, my feet ain't rest out of nobody's bed last night. My shoes, Duke White, Cotton. Not my old Spice, Keith. It's a different Spice. But my man Dozier, I don't know if y'all can see this or not. Dozier seasonings. This right here is the diamond beef seasoning. The Majesty seasoning, which I'm gonna bring him onto the show to explain his seasons a bit more. Matter of fact, Chef Dozier, if you're available, I'm gonna send you a link so you can talk about it. Big sponsor of the show. He came through with the seasonings. This the fresh catch. As you can see, the fresh catch is a little bit empty. I've been using this on my salmon. Been taking my salmon to a whole nother level. Fresh ingredients, low sodium. Corin, I didn't message you back. My bad. I'll message you back, Corin. I didn't know I was supposed to. You can see the diamond beef. I use this in some pepper steak, a couple other things, man. Matter of fact, yesterday we had turkey burgers, and I combined the diamond beef with the poultry. I think they call it the yard bird. Majesty got a little kick to it. They're fantastic seasonings, man. But it is my brother from Portsmouth, Virginia. He's currently located in Atlanta, Georgia. Is it MSG free? The Madison Square Garden? I don't know if it's free in Madison Square Garden or not. That's a great question. If you go to Madison Square Garden, I don't know how it works. Matter of fact, let me see if I can get the brother on and see if he got time to come talk about some of his amazing seasons. And I know we talked about it, and he definitely told me that one of the keys was he wanted to make sure that it was low sodium so that people can use the seasoning without having a heart stroke. So we'll see if Chef Dozier comes in. Some amazing things come out of Portsmouth. Chef Dozier, if you're still listening, man, I sent you a copy of the link, man. All you gotta do is click on the link and you can come on to the show and we can talk about it. Being that it's Friday. Duke White would also like to have you on your show. Tennessee, I can't fit any more seasons in my cabinet, but here's my question. I'm gonna ask y'all this, and this is a safe space. This is a safe space for everybody. I'm gonna ask you two questions. The first question is, what is your go-to seasoning? For those of you who cook, What is your go-to season? Your seasoning that I put this on everywhere. I know a lot of people put the Tony Shishisharishiri. They put that on everything. Courtney says Tex J. I don't know what Tex J is. Tex Joy. Oh, that body of out of Texas, Courtney. Okay. You put that on everything. That Erica Badu. For these, I put this on everything. Everything. I've used this seasoning. Rashay say that garlic. That stay on your breath for a little bit. Me, I'm an onion powder person. I think I put onion powder on just about everything. I'm cooking it. It's probably gonna have onion powder on it. And the thing with me and my onion powder, we go heavy with onion powder. Every. Tony's or Sazone, ranch, onion powder, and Kinder's. I ain't never even heard of Kinder. I thought that was just the place where they keep the children. Kinder's. Onion powder and garlic powder, all seasoned garlic. I haven't heard the one. Now I remember for a period in time, Black people always be finding new seasonings, and I remember there was a couple of weeks, maybe a few months. What up, Corey? It's not to slap your mama seasoning. You put a slap your mama on everything, huh? Tony said slap your mama too. And listen, and Tony, let me tell you what you're doing. This is why I love this show. We break down all kinds of stereotypes and walls. Tony is clearly a woman of lesser melanin. And she already has showed you that she seasons her food. There have been rumors of war. There have been war and rumors of war that state that my friends of a mayo complexion that y'all don't season. And here it is right here. Tony comes right in, shows up, shows out. She says, hey, right here, I'm putting slap your mama sauce. Lowry and Old Bay. I love garlic and Hidden Valley Ranch seasoning. Now, one of my favorite things to season my meat with is the Lipton soup mix. If you ain't using that Lipton onion soup, beef, or whatever, all those onion soup mixes in some of your meats, you're missing out. If you ain't hitting your meat with that Lipton's, you gotta put it on your meat. Listen, you don't want your meat out there. Listen, it's a good life statement. First of all, you don't want your meat out there raw. You don't want your meat raw. You got to make sure your meat's well done. Oh, Courtney, in a pot roast, you ain't even lied. You put that stuff in that pot roast. Put that pot roast in the crock pot. That Lipton with some cream and mushroom, and then that's gonna be good. Put that cream and mushroom. All seasoning 20.com. All right, so we see all seasoning 20. Even though Snoop, I just clearly told you that I had a season sponsor, my man Dozier, Dozia. Even though I told you I had a seasoning sponsor, here you go, putting somebody else's season out there. All seasoning 20.com. Ain't A, sent me no season. B, ain't from Portsmouth. C, ain't sent me no season. You send me some season, I mention your season on the show. You just out here just randomly throwing it out there. Good morning, Dennis. All right, so number one was, what's the season that you throw on everything? Number two, how often do you refresh your seasonings? How often do you go in and be like, you know what, this season has been in here a long time? How long has that Italian seasoning been in your cabinet? I just seen Tam say she ain't got no room in her cabinet for no more seasons. How often are you refreshing those seasonings? Can we be honest here? How many of your seasonings do you got to take the top off and break it up with a knife before you can use it? You got to go in there and take that knife and break that seasoning up. Joy says never. When it's out, too long, it's expiring. Now, is it because y'all are using it? Because y'all are using it all up? Or is it just because you buy a season and you just let it sit there for life till we DOA? You get some season and y'all just in this together. Yes, Tam, we know that you cook. But you ain't telling me that you done used every one of those seasons in a who's using a rosemary that much? I got some bay leaves in there. What we gonna do with these bay leaves? I don't have. I use bay leaves when I make soup. I might make soup once or twice a year. You telling me that I gotta go and get fresh bay leaves? You know how much bay leaves cost? I'm not doing it. Keith said he got people to cook for him. Only buy bay leaves. You gotta go buy bay leaves every Thanksgiving. Corey says he uses up all the season that he buys. I just don't believe y'all. I think y'all are saying this to try to make yourselves look good on this show, but I just don't believe that y'all are out there rotating through your seasons that much. I'm gonna tell you one thing about me. I can't resist going through that pile of seasonings at Walmart. When Walmart hits you with that pile of seasonings, when they got that big old thing of seasonings in there, that's right, Roll Tide. When we got that big old thing of seasonings in Walmart, I can't help but go. I every time.
My mom was here.
Okay, son.
Bye.
I see you at 12:01.
11:59.
Bet. But they don't let you out of school until 12. I won't see you until after. Okay, I'll just have fun, man. I love you.
Okay. And don't be afraid. The jelly beans are gone.
You took the jelly beans to school?
Yeah.
What's up, man? The people on the show are saying have a good day, Deuce. I just don't believe everybody's using all their seasons. I mean, Tam, you make a good point that you cook. But some of those seasonings you can't be using all the time. It's got to be that one season in the back. Now, your salt and pepper, I'm good. I know some people rotate through their salt and pepper. Now, with my, and I hate saying with my current lifestyle, I hate that the doctor tells you that you got to get a new lifestyle. I'd be like, I don't even want to be gay though. I'm like, you need a lifestyle change. I'm like, what I'm supposed to be swinging now. I don't understand. I've been straight all my life. I'm not changing my lifestyle. The seasons in the back of the cabinet, expiration questionable. It's got to be. It's got to be. There's no way y'all are telling me every one of your seasonings is still under the expiration date. I refuse to believe it. I refuse to believe it. My son is leading the school in tardies. School started at 8 o'clock. It is 7:58. He just left the house. Delisa said, make it last forever and never. How did we ever let Keith Sweat become our artist? Somebody please explain this to me. How did we ever decide that Keith Sweat was somebody we was going to listen to? You may be young, but you're ready. Why do we do that? Now, Snoop keep telling me to come through, but then don't never invite me over on Gizzard Day. I've never checked. I'm gonna be honest with you. I've never checked the expiration date on the seasoning. I feel like you can pass seasoning down from generation to generation. Okay, so here's some stuff that don't have an expiration date. How you know when it's gone? For example, I got some sugar in there right now that I'm pretty sure has been there since apartheid. When do I throw sugar out? The sugar go bad. I've had this sugar. I don't use now. When I used to be a Kool-Aid drinker as a kid, we go through a bag of sugar every week. Bag of sugar. Now it's not really much that I put sugar in. I can't think of anything that I make that I have to put sugar in. Do you throw out the sugar? I got it in an airtight thing. How long does it stay? How long on sugar? Throw that mess away. You don't need sugar. You die anyway. I agree. My sugar been in there last Christmas. Now we bring you to the carpet. Now the truth is coming out, Tam. I use all my spices. Now the truth is coming out. Your nutmeg and your allspice don't get used all the time. Thank you. We appreciate it. Okay, so sugar and flour, 2 things in there. I got sugar and I got flour. I got them in airtight containers. When am I using the sugar and that flour? When is the time up on that sugar and that flour? Is there a time limit on it? Oh, turmeric. Yeah, turmeric is strong. You're not using it on everything. Okay, so let's get into some sugar questions, because sugar is always a controversial condiment, spice, whatever we want to consider, whatever we want to baking need, whatever we want to consider sugar. We've already established on this show, without question, without hesitation, that sugar should not be in grits. You shouldn't have any sugar in your grits. You got sugar in your grits, you got an issue. Sugar in your grits, issue. Once again, let me welcome everybody to see you in the morning, man. This show can be funded if you just give $1 a month or $1 a week, whatever you want to do. We're on a dollar drive. All right, we all know you're not supposed to put sugar in your grits. How many of y'all put sugar in your spaghetti sauce? Let's talk it out. Let's get here, people. Let's discuss it. We talk about the real issues on this show. Sugar and your spaghetti sauce. How much, if any, sugar in your spaghetti sauce? There's a lot of people out there putting it in there. Sugar. Good morning, Bree. Hey, everybody. Yesterday was Bree's birthday. Bree wasn't here yesterday, but happy birthday to Bree. Happy birthday to Bree. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to Bree. And Chris belong in the trash. Snoop with a capital, with all caps and multiple exclamation points. 0 sugar in spaghetti sauce. Roberta said just a little bit to cut it. Lisa said because spaghetti sauce is acidic. So a lot of people we got to cut that ass. So we put a little sugar in there. If I know it's sugar in my spaghetti, trash with the grits. They putting it in there though, Snoop. You don't even know. Now here's the problem, man. We went to an event one time and they had some Kool-Aid spaghetti. They was in that jank just dumping sugar in there. I was like, hey dog, this thing ain't supposed to be candy. Sweet like candy. Not my spaghetti. Not my spaghetti. Spaghetti ain't supposed to be sweet like candy. If you got sweet spaghetti, if your spaghetti is comfortable in Atlanta, I don't want it. If your don't you give me this Pride spaghetti. Nobody want your Pride spaghetti. You save that for yourself. Sweet like candy. Every now and again, you can put a little bit in there. So as we talking it out, man, this episode is sponsored by Dozier Seasonings. Y'all go find Dozier, Dozia season, Dozier Seasoning. Since today's episode is, and we've gone down here. This show right here, you never know what you're gonna get in the morning. You got to discuss real topics. What are you putting in your spaghetti? What are you putting in your spaghetti? And you could be as specific as you like. I'm gonna tell y'all, when I make a spaghetti, of course I'm putting in the Holy Trinity. I try to stay away from fresh garlic, but I already know I'm gonna go ahead and put in my green peppers, my onions, put a little garlic powder on there. We already putting in there. Tracy, thank you for taking time off of work to be on the show. Never happened. She's never off work. Always. She works 400 hours a week. Thank you so much for being here. Out of the 168 hours there are in a week, Tracy works at least 88. Thank you so much for taking time to be here on the show today. I already know I'm putting those 3 in there. I'm putting in the mushrooms. I'm doing all those. All of those get done on their own. I get those grilled down, seasoned on their own. The onions, peppers. If I got fresh garlic, I'll use it, but usually it's a garlic powder and the mushrooms. I'm doing all of them by themselves. Bloom. Then you got your protein. I don't know which one y'all are going with. A lot of people are going with ground beef. The ground turkey movement has really picked up. the ground turkey and spaghetti movement has really hit the scene running hard. People are running really hard with it. Really hard. But I sometimes will throw a caveat in. It really depends. I've really become my grandma in my old age. It really depends on what meat's on sale. But I'll go with ground turkey or ground chicken, either one of the birds. You just got to know that when you're doing the ground turkey or the ground chicken, you got to go heavy with your seasoning. Now, I've got myself something that they call a the turkey pepperoni sounds like a winner too, Jackie. I got something that they call a Dutch oven. I've really become a fan of the Dutch oven. I really become a fan of the Dutch oven. So what I'll do is I'll put all my vegetables in first. Maybe just a little light bit of olive oil in my Dutch oven. Let that heat up. Put my vegetables in. Go ahead and saute those. Let those simmer a little bit. Then I'm coming in with whatever meat I'm choosing. My main meat. I'm coming in with my main meat is usually let's just say for the day is ground turkey. If you got that ground turkey or that ground chicken, whatever you would season beef with, triple it. You got to triple it. Triple it. You got to triple it. That ground turkey, that ground chicken, that thing, it absorbs seasoning. It ain't even here for the games. You come in there and you try to put a little bit of seasoning on that thing, like aha. Mere mortal. I'm ground turkey. I need more. You can't season me with just that little bit. I need more. Get that? Now here's something that I like to do, man. That a lot of people don't do. I'll use sometimes breakfast crumbles. It's little crumbles of the breakfast sausages. I'll use that in there as well. Throw that in there, extra meat. Listen, this. Make sure we don't have no clips of this go out nowhere. I like my sauce thick. Give it to me thick. I need it to be meaty. More meat, the better. I don't like no thin spaghetti sauce. Y'all had that thin, runny spaghetti sauce. I can't do it. Well, I'm trying to find the meat of spaghetti. My spaghetti sauce is almost a chili. I need a 2-to-1 meat to sauce ratio. I just gonna say clipping this up as we speak. 2-to-1 meat to sauce ratio is what I need. 2-to-1 meat sauce ratio. And then I'm cooking my noodles in a separate thing. I will not mix the noodles and sauce until it becomes leftovers. They serve separately until they become leftovers. When they become leftovers, then you can mix them. But in the original cooking, no sir. No, ain't no way. How are y'all doing that? Why are y'all doing that? Why are y'all doing that? Who raised y'all? What type of satanic village did you grow up in that you feel like the spaghetti sauce and the meat should be mixed together? What in the chef boy idea you doing? Be an adult, separate them. Be an adult. Adults separate the meat and the sauce. Be an adult. And you can't have spaghetti without garlic sauce. And I promised this brother was gonna come onto the show, man. I appreciate him. He's all the way up from Atlanta, Georgia. ATL, Georgia. What do they do for you? Bulldogging fools like them Georgetown Hoyas. My man Chef Dozier is in the building, man. With the Dozier.
Like no brother. My man Chef Dozier is in the building, man.
What's up, brother?
One of your things, because I'm coming in on an echo.
Man, Chef Dozier is in the building, man. What's up, brother? One of your things, because I'm
There we go. That's better. You can still hear me though, correct? Oh, he's a chef. He ain't got no IT guy because he's a chef. Chefs don't have IT guys. We can hear him. He don't have no headphones. We'll deal with the echo for a little bit. We're gonna have to give him a minute. He over there trying. Y'all welcome Chef Dozier to the show. Crystal Thompson, mix them before you eat. You cannot mix them. If you mix them, Crystal, you are tearing TT. I'm expecting more of you. I expected more of you, TT. We're trying to get the chef on real quick. Give him some
Trying
time.
to see if we.
I can
might
definitely
have
hear
it
you. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. So there we
I can
go.
hear you.
I gotta put your spice in the chat.
All right. So there we go. You gotta put
So Chef Dozier, tell me this, man. So first of all, I'm gonna ask you this question and kind of get out the way. Let us know about your spices, man. What is the name of the spice and what led you to become a spice maker? Because you've been chefing how long?
Oh man, I've been chefing ever since I was a little kid, but over 20 years now.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I started out as a licensed cosmetologist, a hairstylist first.
Wait a minute,
Yes,
hold
sir.
on. You talking about getting hair in your food? So you started off, you started off as a licensed cosmetologist. So you went from cosmetology into cooking. So now you're a chef. So tell us,
Yes,
man,
sir.
what type of chef are you, man? Because I ain't gonna lie to you, Chef Dozier. I ain't gonna lie to you. There's a lot of people out there, man. They make their first pack of oodles and noodles, and instead of putting water in there, they use chicken broth, and they've decided that they are now a chef. What makes you a chef?
Basically, what makes me a chef is we cover all the spectrums of the food world. We do what we call ethnic fusion cuisine. So we take food from around the world and we customize it to any palate. We go from Mexican to Asian to Italian, and then we add our own spin to it as well. And so what makes me a chef is that we go through the whole process of making sure that we fully educated in all the areas, making sure that we know what to do and what not to do. Like you were talking about the spaghetti sauce. Like a lot of people don't sugar in the spaghetti sauce. I always put a little sugar in my spaghetti sauce, but you'll never taste it.
But
you'll never taste
that's the key. That's the key.
You'll never taste it. And one of the young ladies said, because it's acidic. Yeah, it's real acidic. It's nasty if you don't do that. Really, to be quite frank with you. And that's why we developed the seasoning. We developed like everything that's in your cabinet. I have in those six recipes right there. Everything that you have.
So you telling
me? So what we do is we did some research and I ran it by my mom. She everything is salty with her. You know, everything. And once she okayed it, I knew I had a good product.
Gotcha. So she was like, this ain't salty. So one of the big questions that somebody asked, and they asked about Madison Square Garden. So I think MSG is something real. They was like, do these products have MSG?
Yeah, no MSG, no meat byproducts. Even though we have like the Yardbird and the Diamond Beef, there's no meat byproducts in none of the spices.
That's the Diamond Beef right there.
Yes, sir.
I think my son only brought out 3 of them, so he didn't bring all 6. That's the Fresh Catch that I got right there with the blue on it. Now, I ain't no genius. I don't know, and that's the Majesty. I ain't no genius and I ain't no chef, but even on the Fresh Catch, man, I think I picked up some hints of cinnamon in there.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
That was different. That was different, man. On the fish, I had never thought about putting. I hadn't thought about putting fish and cinnamon together, but I made my salmon bites the other day and put that on there, seasoned it well, man. That flavor came through. That flavor was flavoring.
I appreciate it. And what's flavoring? And one of the clever things we did creating the spices, where like everybody say they got all these spices in their cabinet.
Mm-hmm.
I got every spice that you have in your cabinet in those 6 recipes.
That's something. So now tell us right now, real quick, because people come in and they come out. Where can they find your season? So somebody said, like, so I was introduced to you through a good friend of mine, Tim Mitchell, with Affiliated Athletics. You got his stuff all right now. Look at us cross promoting.
Yes, sir.
But where can somebody go and get the stuff right now? Like if somebody's got to go right now, where can they find your seasoning?
You can go to www.mastermixseasonings.com. Mastermixseasonings.com.
Master Mix Seasonings with an S?
Yeah, seasonings with an S, yes.
All right. So y'all heard it here. Y'all can go to Master Mix Seasonings. mastermixseasonings.com. And that's where you can find this stuff right there, mastermixseasonings.com. So let me ask you this. You have 6 different seasonings.
Right.
You got an alarm going off, but we're just gonna let that go ahead and go. The 8:15 alarm is going off. You're supposed to be somewhere. You're supposed to be somewhere at 8:30. You got those seasonings. So let me ask you this. What is your favorite? And I know you're gonna say I love all of them. It's like asking me to choose my favorite child. But what is your favorite one? And what do you think for myself? If I could only go and buy one, we want you to buy all 6. But if I'm somebody who can only go and get one seasoning, which one is the one that you think is the most versatile?
All of them versatile, but the Works is the most versatile. The Works.
So you put the Works.
Yeah, the Works. It's like my all-purpose. So it's my all-purpose season. So it goes well with everything. Yeah. And the clever thing about what we have done is you can mix them. So once you get to using them a little bit, you can start mixing them, experiment with different flavor profiles, so that you can, have a little bit. You can use all 6 of them together if you needed to.
So that was a question. One of the big questions: what's the sodium on those?
Yeah, they're real low. They're real low in sodium. In other words, we do maybe 1 part of any sodium product, and we don't use ionized salt. We use black lava salt from Hawaii. We'll use sea salt.
You know that Hawaiian salt can fool you. You'll think it's one kind of salt, but it ain't. Oh no, that's not the salt. That's the people. Never mind.
Yeah,
they got those. That's a whole different story. Just be careful when you're in Hawaii. So I'm looking at the nutrition facts right now on the Majesty. So explain to me what the Majesty is. The Majesty is a the
Majesty mix is it's more like your Mediterranean spice. So it has your turmeric, your curry powder. You can take a teaspoon or a tablespoon of that and put it in your water and make yellow rice.
Wow, that's something. That's interesting. So so it does say on the label a delicious mix of cilantro, curry, turmeric, chili. It's got a little spice to it. Got a little bit of spice.
It got a little kick to it, and it's good on lamb. It's good on poultry. It's good on everything, man. We went and did a hard investigation on what people like and what they were looking for, and we just came up with a master mix season. And so they kind of replace all the stuff, the caked up stuff that's in your cabinet. You know what I'm saying? We try to replace it with the 6 spices. Now, of course, because it's low sodium, some people have a higher sodium intake. You know, and so, but that's not our concern. If you want to add more salt to it, whatever you're doing, by all means, you want to add
salt, that's on you. You can add your salt to taste.
I'm not going to kill you.
Right, kill yourself. I get it. So that's interesting. So let me ask you this: in the African American community, we don't see a whole lot of spice makers. We don't see a whole lot of leadership in that spice realm. What made you decide to step outside of just being a chef and cooking and deciding that, hey, I want to go ahead and make my own spices?
We just saw what the market was presenting out there. Especially for Black entrepreneurs, there wasn't a whole lot of representation. And also the pandemic had a lot to do with it. People were cooking at home a lot more. People weren't eating out as much. So we figured the best way to get into their homes is to make sure that they can open up their cabinet and see the master mix season.
Oh, no, not breaking and entering. But like that is probably the best way to get into people's houses, but not during the pandemic because everybody was home. So mastermixseasonings.com is where y'all want to go. Chef Dozier, Portsmouth guy, right? You went to the best high school in Portsmouth, correct? If I'm not mistaken.
For sure. I see Norcom, baby, class of 86.
Nope. Go ahead and get this guy out of here. All right. So it was fun. It was great dealing with Coach. We are a non-Norcom supporting institution, man. I was trying to give you credit for being great, but then you say you went to Norcom. This is a
Oh,
Woodrow Wilson.
Hey! You can't be perfect, brother.
This is a Woodrow Wilson supported station.
Hey, man, look, like 2 of my best friends are presidents. You know,
Yeah,
can you believe it?
As they should be. As they should be.
Yeah,
Everybody
man.
should have a president in their life unless it's Trump.
Oh, for sure.
So one more time, man, we're gonna go over it, man. Chef Dozier, you threw a little French on the end of it, Dozia.
Yes, sir.
Look, somebody said just cause you a Greyhound, they just ordered their seasonings.
Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah,
Much love, Pete.
My man Snoop said he gonna get all 6 of them.
That's right.
It's gonna be great.
Man, I appreciate you.
Man, yeah, no, I'm all for it, man. I'm big on connecting with the community and support, man. You sent me the box, and I immediately went in and started using that. Out of the 6 you sent me, I think I've already used 4.
Okay.
I love the I've been eating a lot of more raw vegetables, right? So instead of cooking the vegetables, I've taken my carrots, and peppers. I'll take my carrots and peppers, cut those up. Right. And I'll sprinkle the vegetable because you have a veggie seasoning as well.
Yeah, I got a veggie master mix too. Yes, sir.
Yep.
And that's actually the spicier one. That's one of the spicier ones.
It got a little kick to it. So I put the veggie. I take the raw carrots or whatever, put the little veggie on it, and it just brings it to another level, man. Brings the life out of it, man. So I definitely appreciate it, man, because I'm keeping my sodium down. So I love it. I love that you're doing that, man. So people are saying they're definitely gonna support. That's gonna be my weekly black business buy. That's hard to say. My weekly black business buy.
I appreciate that,
excited about that, man. And I'm excited, man. I wish you all the success in the world. And they can just go to your website and get a hold of you, correct?
Yeah, they can go to the website and order the whole set.
House phone. You still got a house phone. I don't even know what to think about that.
I'm at my mom's house, man.
That makes sense. I know you came up from Atlanta, and now you back up here in Portsmouth. He's got his own house, and ladies, he's got his own house. You be like, I can't buy nothing from the man. He ain't got his own house. He don't live with his mom. He lives in Atlanta.
No, man. Actually, I'm here to do a benefit for my daughter up in Winchester. Tomorrow. And so I'll be shooting up there later on today to do a benefit for the 3rd year for her theater project, Salea Theater Project.
That's dope, man. Hey, listen, and he out here being a dope dad, so y'all definitely got to support him, man. He's a conscientious chef and a dope dad. Only problem he got is that he's a Greyhound, and so
Greyhound till I die.
We'll overlook that part. Chef Dozier, MasterMixSeasonings.com, man. What's your last word as I let you out?
Hey, man, one thing. I appreciate you. I appreciate your community. I appreciate everything. God is good. He's been just really been impactful in making the right connections and getting me to the right place. And I just thank all of you who are supporting me and supporting Cletus, supporting Affiliated, and supporting all the people from P-Town, because it is excellence in this town. It is excellence in P-Town. And
it is excellence. It is excellence in P-Town. Man, appreciate you, man. Chef Dozier from MasterMixSeasonings.com. Y'all go to MasterMixSeasonings.com and get on there. Look at us out here doing stuff. I feel like somebody today, man. I feel like somebody helped a little black business out. Well, I don't want to call it little. That's how women insult you. Women will call something little. They be like, I see you little, this, that, and the third. It's not little, man. It's beginning. It's going to be as big as anything that he wants it to be. We're going to make him as big as Lowry's. Before we start talking about slap your mama, we're going to be like, man, let's get that Dozier. You can say it because it makes you sound Frencher. Then don't we all want to sound just a little bit Frencher? Like, let me get some of that Dozier. The Dozier, that's like a fancy. You can make that. You can say, I'm gonna go get some Dozier, and people will think you drinking fancy wine. I'm just getting some Dozier. It ain't even liquor. It's seasoning. Seasoned without the salt. That's what I'm talking about. Seasoned without the salt. It's about time for us to get ready to get up out of here, man, on a Friday. I ain't gonna hold y'all up on a Friday. We're gonna go ahead and do the word of the day. Today's word of the day is dragoon. Dragoon. When used with into, dragoon means to force or convince someone to do something. I'm going to dragoon you to buy Chef Dozier's products to go to mastermixseasonings.com. Without into, dragoon means to subjugate or persecute by harsh use of troops. Oh, wait, that's two different kinds of things. Employees complained that they had been dragooned into working overtime without adequate compensation. Right. I want all my listeners to be dragooned into buying Chef Dozier seasonings. Employees complained that they had been dragooned into working overtime without adequate compensation. But without the into after it, dragoon means to subjugate or persecute by harsh use of troops. We don't want to dragoon you that way. I ain't said that the National Guard in it to make y'all buy the seasonings. It's just seasoning. Dragoon. When used with into, dragoon means to force or convince someone to do something. Many husbands have been dragooned into doing things. Dragoon. I always talk about marriage like I've ever been married. I ain't even been close. I've been to a lot of weddings. I ain't never always a bridegroom. Nope, that's not how it works. Always a guest, always a wedding host, but never whatever. Dragoon. Dragoon sound like that's when I first saw dragoon, I thought about the little things they sell at the Chinese restaurants. Snoop told me, so yours is coming. I'm gonna tell y'all what, if I ever get married, it's gonna be a celebration for the ages. Listen, the turn up is gonna be ridiculous. The turn up, if I ever get married, if some woman ever dragoons me into marriage, if I ever get dragooned into a wedding, that turn up is gonna be redonkulous. You hear me? I might have all kinds of stuff. It might be a 2-3 part situation. Yeah, you don't have to be dragooned to hunching. That ain't nothing you got. There ain't no dragoon into that. Ain't nobody getting dragoon into hunching. Sometimes women do, and I think that may be illegal. That may be a boom, boom, doom, 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 boom, boom. News, weather, and sports, man. Today's weather, man, is supposed to get up into the mid-60s. Yesterday was a little chilly, but it was nice. It was nice outside. The weather is changing to a point now where I had to call my yard man. Ladies, let me ask you this question. Do you feel like a man should cut his own grass? I call my yard man. I get a yard man. I get a yard man that money to come out here and take care of his grass. I'm not. I ain't doing it. I am not manicuring my own yard. I can do it. Now let's not get this wrong. I grew up as a black child in America. I know how to cut grass. When I was of grass cutting age, my mama won't, my aunts, my granddaddy won't, none of them paying nobody to cut the grass. I think paying somebody to cut grass used to be something you had to be considered rich to have somebody cutting your grass. They didn't care whether you had allergies, asthma, whatever. You gonna get your asthma outside and cut this grass. That's what you're gonna do. I don't cut my own grass. I have my yard man out there, and we got to the point. I that's the one thing about the wintertime. I love saving that $40 every 10 days. That $40 every 10 days. I don't understand how guys go get prostitutes. If you spend that $40 every 10 days, that's a lot. That's $120 a month. That's a whole real bill. That's a whole real bill. Shannon said, if your schedule allows it, cut your own grass. Exercise. I know what exercise is. Ain't gonna be me cutting this grass though. I'm not doing it. Shannon, you say what you want to say about me. I'm not cutting this grass. I don't even own a lawnmower. Now, if I did, I won't gonna get no exercise because I would have a riding lawnmower. I got enough yard that I can have a riding lawnmower. And I would drive around my yard and cut grass. I'm gonna just get somebody to do it. I wonder, do some of those traditional things still stand for y'all ladies that men should cut grass? And what about fixing cars? Should your man know how to fix cars? Ladies, could you deal with a man who knew nothing about cars? Now, I can't get into a car and work on it. That ain't something that I can do. I can go to YouTube and follow instructions. But and I can tell you general stuff. I know how to change oil. I don't do it. I know how to. If push came to shove and all the oil places was closed, I could change my old oil if necessary. I know what certain stuff is. I know how to check to see if I got enough oil. I know where all the fluids and the stuff go. I know where the fuse box is. I know how to pull fuses, all that kind of stuff. But do you have to know? Does your man have to know how to work on cars? Does he have to have some knowledge of cars? Is that a no-go for you ladies? Yolanda said at least change a tire. I definitely know how to change a tire. I ain't NASCAR fast with it, but I could change a tire. I'm teaching my daughter how to change a tire. She got to know. Jackie said, but at least know where to take it to get it fixed. The man got to know how to change. I just think that's part of manhood 101. Like we just taught a class to those kids on how to. We just taught the kids how to tie a tie. I think the man should know how to change a tire. She said, I'm married to an engineer. He's really good at identifying the issue. That don't mean he's fixing it. He identifies. Identifying and fixing is two different things. I think we should teach kids how to change a tire. I think it's important. I think it's an important skill. Now, ladies, how do y'all feel about a man knowing how to tie a tie? You got a grown man in your life, and he can't tie a tie. He only wears clip-on ties. How do you feel about it? Me personally, I'm hurt by every man. Every time I see a man put on a clip-on tie, a little bit of me dies on the inside. And every time I see somebody, every time I see a man put on a clip-on tie, a little bit of me dies on the inside. You got to know how to tie that tie. My husband's very knowledgeable about cars, but he still prefers to take it to someone else to fix it. So I think there's a genius in that. I don't want to get to work. I don't want to do the work, but you also ain't gonna fool me and tell me it's raining. You ain't gonna let a bird piss down my back and tell me it's raining. The clip-on tie, you say it's disgusting and you can't respect it. Lisa said, my dad showed me how to change a tire, but I'm not doing it. I know where to go and know how to not let a body shop take advantage of me. Marissa said, can't date a man that don't know how to tie a tie. You put that clip on and she is out. AAA is for if you need to get the car towed. That's what AAA is for. You need to get the car towed or you lock yourself out. Yolanda said a suit and tie is very attractive as long as I got my suit and tie. And I'm big on suit and tie. But can I just go ahead and say this? Can I go ahead and say this out loud? I know how to tie a straight tie and a bow tie. I know how to tie both of them. I know how to tie multiple kinds of knots. But let me go ahead and say this. I'm gonna go ahead and be honest. I'm kind of tired of wearing suits, and it's only because of the compliments that I get. I got 5 minutes left in the show. I can say this. It really hurts me. I got friends that I know and people that I know that they put on a tie, and everybody be like, "Boy, you sharp. You got that tie on. Like you got a suit on." They can put that suit on and they can look casual. They can go out. They can go out to a club in a suit because they just look cool like that, right? They be like, man, you got on a suit. They look good. They can unbutton the shirt. The shirt could be unbuttoned. They just killing it. I can't do it. Every time I put on a suit, I become a deacon or a pastor. Every time. I don't know if it's the suits that I'm buying, if it's the jacket. I don't know what it is, but I can't just put on a shirt and people just be like, okay, you just sharp. No, it's immediately, okay, pastor. All right, deacon. I'd be like, wait, why? Why I gotta go there? I can't. I just don't understand it. I just don't want to be that guy. I try everything. Like I won't even tie my bow tie sometimes. A lot of times I went through a phase where I won't tie my whole bow tie. I just let my bow tie hang. I was like, okay. They gonna be like, that's cool. They be like, all right, Reverend, I see you ready to preach. No, I'm not ready to preach. I'm ready to drink. I'm ready to get into debauchery. I put on this suit so I can run these hoes. And nothing. I'm out here trying to run hoes and they think I'm here to save souls. That is not why. We here to run hoes, not save souls. I'm about to put that on a shirt. Run hoes, don't save souls. That's what I came here for. But every time I put a suit on, it's immediate. It's immediate. No matter where I go, no matter what I do. I remember going to the dry cleaners. They said, "You a pastor, ain't you?" Why? Because I got dry cleaning? No, ma'am, I'm not. I'm a sinner that's probably going to sin again. Lord, forgive me. Some things I don't understand. Yet I'm still a virgin. I didn't say I'm sampling the merchandise, my shade. I just said I'm out here to run these hoes. Make sure I'm here to help them work out. I'm trying to make sure the hoes that other people get are well trained, in good shape, got good cardiovascular strength. That's all I'm saying. I'm about to get out here, go to this gym, and go work out for a little bit. I don't really usually publicize that I be going to the gym, but it's been rough. I'm dealing with a new workout. I got a new workout app, and it's not made for humans. I don't know what these workout apps be doing. I don't know who they think doing these workouts, but everybody that's on your workout app ain't Arnold Schwarzenegger. I'm telling y'all that now. That's not who I am. I am not. I need you to bring that jank down. I need to do some old lady chair aerobics or something. That's all I'm saying. You can't suggest a ride if you ain't rode it. You can too. I tell people to go on roller coasters all the time. I ain't never been. The app is called. This is why I hate y'all, because y'all are the whole "we don't believe you. You need more people." The app is called. It just went to the app. It didn't tell me what the name of it was. Smart Trainer, and it's not. It's not smart at all. It says it is, but it's not. They tell you it's smart, but it's not. They give you a different little routine every day. I know y'all can't see all of it, but that was, I think, Monday when you start doing the different ones. Smart Trainer. It's not smart at all. It's stupid. It's dumb. That's what it is. It's dumb. All right, we out of here, man. I did weather. Oh, sports. We already hitting the March Madness has started, and everybody's bracket is already knocked out. Big shout outs to Jack Gokel last night from Oakland University of Oakland. I didn't even know Oakland had its own college. Oakland College, but they upset Blue Blood, the University of Kentucky, a 14 seed over a 3 seed. Everybody's already got their brackets destroyed. This young man hit 10 3-pointers last night. He was out of control. 10 out of 20 from behind the arc. He had a ball last night. If you out there and you got yourself a bracket, your bracket has been destroyed already. Your bracket has been destroyed. Unless you are a Carolina fan like I am, we still here. But Carolina set up to play Michigan State. In case you didn't check it out last night, your winners last night was Michigan State over Mississippi State. Oregon, an 11 over a 6. That was considered an upset by some. But Oregon, a staunch winner over South Carolina. Tennessee beat the taste out of St. Petersburg. NC State continues their hot run. Another 11 beating the 6th seed Texas Tech. The 13th seed Samford loses to Kansas. And Washington State beats soul singer Drake. I don't know how Drake got his own college, but Washington State beats Drake. Washington State beats Drake. And that's it. That's it. That's what we got. And the women's NIT, man, got to give a big shout out to my daughter's school. And the women's NIT, UNC Greensboro is playing North Carolina A&T. And the women's NIT, that's tonight. So I gotta check that out, at least on the TV. I'm not gonna drive down there to see it. I ain't got nothing to do today though. I might drive down there real quick, pop up on my daughter like bam. And no, I ain't got time because I gotta be in New York tomorrow. If I had to be in New York tomorrow, I probably would have done it. But it's a fantastic Friday, man. Everybody have a great day. Everybody have a great day this weekend. Norfolk State's girls do play Stanford tonight at 10 o'clock on ESPN 2. So y'all check out the Norfolk State girls. No, matter of fact, we beyond that, Fernita. Check out the Norfolk State women, the women's, because they don't call it the boys basketball team. That's high school. When you get into college, you're a man. You're not a little girl. You're a woman. So it's the Norfolk State women's team. Norfolk State women's team. Not the girls' team, women's. Behold the green and gold of Norfolk State. Their women's team plays Stanford tonight. So that's going to be dope. The women's team tonight. It's going to be great. So we're out here, man. We out of here. It's Friday, man. Have a fantastic Friday, man. Have a wonderful weekend. A lot of times we get caught up in the minutia trying to do all the stuff that we didn't do during the week. We get caught up on doing this, doing that, man. Just take some moments this weekend. I don't know whether it's going to be Saturday or Sunday, but just take some moments this weekend, man, to just sit back, relax, enjoy life, and enjoy you. You've been out here enjoying everybody else, man. You've been making sure everybody else is good, making sure your kids are straight, your spouse is straight, your significant other, your people at work. You've made sure everybody else is straight and good. This is the time for you to take some time just for yourself. And I know that you're such a good person. You're so caring. You're so giving that it's difficult for you to sit there and indulge and splurge on yourself. But every now and again, you got to make sure you do something for you. And I know it's counterintuitive for you, but take the time to do something for yourself. And I ain't talking about you got to spend no money on yourself. You ain't got to do anything. Listen, taking a nap is self-preservation. Taking a nap. Sometimes you just need to take a nap. Just sit down. Sit down. Sometimes you just need to sit down, take a nap. Just do something for you. And in the long run, I'm telling you, you'll be refreshed, you'll be refilled, and you'll be able to help better. Those of you who pour into others realize it's going to be very difficult for you to pour into anybody else if there is nothing inside of you. I can go and take a cup. I can go take a picture, and it don't matter what kind of picture it is. It can be the fanciest picture in the world. It is useless if there is nothing inside of it for it to pour out. And so that's what you have to make sure that you do. You are an amazing vessel. You are a great pitcher, but you are going to be useless if there is nothing left inside of you for you to pour into others. So y'all go ahead and make sure that you are refilling yourself so that you can continue to pour into other people. And Lord willing, the creek don't rise. We'll be back here again on Monday to try this thing all over again. Jamaica, Queens, I'm on the way. Richmond, Virginia, I'll be there Sunday. So it's going from Jamaica, Queens to Richmond, Virginia. It's going to be a whirlwind of a weekend. But on Sunday, trust me, I'm going to, when Sunday comes, I'm going to be napping it up. All right. I love y'all immensely, man. And there's nothing that y'all can do about it. Until next time, I'm out of here. Make somebody feel good today, even if that somebody just happens to be you. I'm out. Peace.
Kick your shoes off, take a load off. Don't go nowhere till the show's off. Oh, you know it's gonna be a movie when you got Cletus Cassidy on your TV. Yeah, already know Mr. Funny Man. Coming to you and making you laugh again. Started off on the radio, now we got the Cletus Cassidy Show. Funny Man, coming to you and making you laugh again. Started off